Oh my god. You there yet?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Still says waiting for Bloodline RC.
Sorry, everybody. We had a technical difficulty. I had to throw some dots out on the track for tomorrow night.
It's not on.
It is.
I don't see it.
It's going to be in a new feed.
Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Sorry, everybody. We had a technical difficulty. I had to throw some
Told
dots
you.
out on the track.
We're live, San Diego.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah, you can delete that. That's an old one.
Yeah. It's going to be in a new feed.
Oh, there it is. What happened
Yeah,
to
delete that.
what happened to Kyle? Oh, my beard fell off. New guy? Yeah. This is Wandon. We can make Wandon and cheese. There's Wandon.
There you go.
Kyle, what did you do? My beard came off, yeah. And then we got good evening from Scott Strubel.
Hey, Scott. I see he's selling an iCharger. So if anybody's interested in an iCharger, I don't think he's asking too much. It was like something around 205, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Give Scott some of your money.
Chew.
Landon, you go over there. Landon. Oh, my soda's so far away. But it's so
Yeah.
close.
Your Pepsi.
Why is this table so dirty?
Well, because Brandon took the freaking thing.
The ting.
The
Oh, that's
comforter.
right. He washed it.
He's like, oh, don't worry. I'll
Why is
bring
Brandon on? What? Oh, that's Brandon Lesher. I thought that was Brandon Growler.
Yeah, he's like, oh, don't worry. I'll bring it back for the next show. Well, I don't see him.
Oh. 210 with a power supply, people.
Yo, 210. You know, you offer up 200, guarantee he takes it.
So we got a big show, big show planned, don't we?
A big old show?
Big old show.
I don't know. What we
Just
got?
me and you.
Yeah, and them.
And them.
You don't forget them.
I can't forget them because they're going to ask us questions.
Yeah. Like, why did I cut my face off?
Yeah, why did you?
Well, I don't know. Felt like it.
All right, so you screwed up.
Sure.
Okay. You started going a little trimming a little bit and just boop, too much.
No, it's just gone. See ya.
Okay.
Gone but not forgotten.
It'll be back.
2 weeks.
So, we got to talk about some racing.
There was a lot of racing this week.
There really was. I mean, you went double-sided.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I mean, if I would have done brightest, I would have need a whole notebook.
I mean, you would have killed about half dozen trees.
So we got-
All right, I guess we're going to talk about some racing.
So we got Pheasant Land Tuesday, White Rose Wednesday, Park Lane on Wednesday, Pheasant Land on Friday,
Nothing was on Thursday.
Rained out.
Ultimate got rained out.
White Rose on Saturday, RJ's on Sunday,
What about?
LCRC Saturday,
Okay.
Pheasant Land Saturday and Sunday, and Ultimate on Sunday.
All right, you got it all on disarray now.
No, I got it all in array.
No, he didn't lose another bet. He didn't put any money on this one. He just, you felt like a change.
Yep.
He's trying to impress his lady friends.
No.
Okay.
What was that?
That was called a burp.
Never heard of it.
It's from carbonation. Oh, you don't have soda anymore, so you don't know about those.
Nope.
So let's talk about some racing here. We got Pheasant Land on Tuesday night. Yes. In SR10, we got Mike Yon.
Oh, Senior 10.
Yeah, Senior 10. Alex Moyer. Alex the Hazard Moyer. Kevin Kuzer third.
No, what? No, what's his nickname? Do you remember that one?
I forget. Pit stop?
The King.
I call him,
the King, Kevin Kuzer.
Oh, KKK?
Whoa.
Well, it's his initials. Kevin the King Kuzer. I like pit stop better.
Pit stop. Pit stop.
Savage Sprint was Mac Groover, Steve Weller, and Ray Horning. And you're one to be car. You use that once in a while.
Every once in a while.
You usually win with that, but Ray doesn't. How is that?
Oh,
Could it be that you just, you can tweak the setup a little bit?
I don't think so.
Or is it just that you might be a better driver with it?
I don't know.
Well, you ain't got to say nothing.
Nope.
All right.
Not a word.
I'm just trying to bait you here.
Nope, not a word from me for that one there, Pepsi boy.
You look pretty smooth in it.
Thank you.
Are we still alive? Are we still going here? Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, I think so. You just took a drink, I think.
All right.
I got a letter.
And then in novice, we got Kevin the King Kuzer. He's gonna get such a head if we call him that.
He already has one now, and I call him. That's fine.
We got Sean Horning in second, and Paige Brady brought it home in third.
Go Paige.
Big block. We got Kermit Horning in the flying number 9.
The flying 9.
He should paint that thing green. His name's Kermit.
Okay.
Alex the Hazard Moyer brought it home second again. 2 seconds in one night,
True.
but no wins. Ryan Horning brought it home in third. 12T was Chad the Cheater Kohler. Me, I'm second.
Good job.
Thank you.
You
Pete
did it.
Ludwig was third. Then we had White Rose on Wednesday. Novice, Jacob Landis, Brad Miller, and Zach Stranix. He's got an X in his name. That's pretty nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Superstock was Scott Davies. He's kind of like my crew chief anymore.
He is your crew.
He is. He just wasn't around Saturday night when I needed a crew chief.
Yeah.
Jason Hausman, Tom Robinson. Bandit was Scott Davies, Jeffrey Mumford, Steve Garand.
I thought you said Bandit with Scott Davies.
I mean, he is.
It's like a TV show. Bandit starring Scott Davies.
I mean, he is the bandit of SR10. He stole all those wins.
It's like Gunsmoke, starring James Arnaz as Matt Dillon.
That's Senior 10, starring Scott Davies.
Big surprise.
So he won that again. That's every single race this season. So if anybody wants to go up the White Rose
And wreck Davies.
Pete Davies, see if you could do it. That's the challenge of the summer. Ron
You
Roberts.
got 3 more shots at it.
Yeah, Ron Roberts was second. Steve Garand was third. Do you want to do Park Lane on Wednesday? All right, Kyle, want to talk about some road racing?
All right, Park Lane on Wednesday.
Windy.
Oh, 21.5 touring. That's that Enzo guy.
Yeah, he won.
Does he have like a unfair advantage? You know, because
I mean, he's practicing on that track all day long.
that's smart.
So, yeah.
Elliot,
Plus, he's got access to all the parts.
true, he can junk it.
Yeah.
And just get another part.
Yeah.
Elliot Boyce was second, and then the shoemaker Scott
Yeah.
got third. Latrax Rally.
Yeah, those are the little tiny rally cars.
Yeah, there's one.
Is there one here?
Probably, maybe, I don't know.
I thought there used to be.
So did I.
Might be up that a ways.
That could be over there.
If we find it, we'll give it to you. It's no, those are Latrax Tetons.
That's what we had.
All right, so we don't got the cars.
So we got Lewis Scarpill. That's how it was spelled. Scarpill.
Scarple?
Scarpill. Scalpel.
Scrapple?
Nate-
Scarpilli? Nate F.
Nate F. Yeah, I got that. And then Grace.
Grace.
You ever watch Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah, of course I did.
Remember the baby? Boof boof.
Oh.
Grace.
Yeah.
TTO2, Tyler Quinn, Matt Bruns, and Scotty Shoemaker. USGT, Scott Shoemaker,
Joe Getz.
Joe Getz, and the ultimate underdog, modified racer Grandview, John Willman. That
He
was.
can turn right. What's your problem?
I can't even turn left. Dude, where are the comments at?
I don't know.
We
That's
got
what I
no
said.
comments. Yo, if you can hear us, comment.
Yeah, I know. You're making us feel like something's wrong.
Yeah, you're scaring us.
I can hear you still.
Yeah, alright. Then we got Pheasant Land on Friday. Great late model. Kevin the King Kuzer. Brian Beaver got second.
Wait, where are you at again?
What?
You're back to here already. You're back to Pheasant Land. I missed that. I was looking at the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then Brian Beaver got second. That was a heartbreaker.
That was. You led all of that.
For like a lap car to get in the way with 2 to go, and then he wrecked.
And he had them a lap down.
He was following Kevin.
Yeah.
And Rick Burns got
He did tell me at the beginning of that night that this car's junk. It's no good. And then he goes out there and leads the whole damn thing.
Scott Struble, we had a bit of a college new face.
Okay,
SR10.
well, at least they're alive.
SR10, Mike Yon, Kevin Kuzer, and Alex Moore.
All right. Sounds about the typical SR10.
The Savage Sprint. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I remember that race. I remember a certain somebody tumbling down the backstretch because they made a very bad decision when they went to go past somebody.
Well, I tried to pass Alex on the outside.
Didn't work for you.
Did not work at all.
And now you understand Groover's dilemma. Whatever you tell him, you got to pass him on the outside.
Well, Alex won.
Yep.
I also kind of wrecked him when I lapped him the first time. I
Yeah.
I didn't want to wreck him, but...
Don't you feel stupid for just wasting that win?
No.
Okay. I think you were stupid.
I got second.
I watched that race from the tower.
Because you announced that
Yeah,
race.
Because it was very dark in there, and that tint just makes everything darker.
Den Bull got
And
third.
Bull. I think that's the first time we brought him up on this show, didn't it?
Maybe. No, the other week, I think.
All right, there you go.
Novice, Kevin Kuzer, Rick Burns, and Wyatt Young.
All right.
Like, Wyatt might be a pretty good driver.
He's getting there. He's getting fast.
Wait, is that oh, this just says Pheasantland on Friday, but it says Mike Sauda and Big Block?
Yeah.
Whoa. Alex Moore got second, and then Jason Durr got third.
And there weren't any dots on the track either.
Dwell T. Sportsman.
Yeah, that was me.
Guess what?
But,
Bloodline beat ORC again.
yeah.
Mark Claus got second.
He beat me the other night, though.
Shut up.
Yeah,
We're not mentioning that.
This one's better.
That's not the results. So you didn't have to bring that up because
No,
it wasn't
I
the
know.
results.
I know, but this one's better because I put him a lap down.
True. And then Robert Holtman was third, and RJ's guy.
Yeah, I know. Coming out here to poach some wins. We had to keep him from him.
Yeah. All right, well, that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Friday.
There's a
Pesky
fly in
fly.
here.
I seen that. All right.
All right, so what do we got now? We got Saturday.
Saturday.
Here's the big one. Rubber Tire Series.
Do that last.
Okay.
That's like the.
All right, we'll do Pheasantland Saturday.
We'll do that after the Sunday stuff through the LCRC.
Okay.
That'd be a good.
Let's do White Rose. I mean, we're all tired here about Pheasantland. Pheasantland, Pheasantland, Pheasantland this, Pheasantland that. You even got a sticker on there. Are you a Pheasantland shill?
I got White Rose too.
Okay. And Ultimate.
And Ultimate.
All right. So, more tracks give him stickers for his water jug. White Rose, the Route 30 Road Warriors. This is road racing. This is turning right and left. 21.5 touring car. Sam Isaac, Craig Xavier, Brian James, Euro Truck, Jason Matthews, Mark T, and Matt Bruns. Matt can turn left and right. You know that.
Nope.
You know it now. Front wheel drive, USGT, Arvin Nano, Victor Cow, Nathan Goodling. Tamaya Production.
You should have signed under his Kyoto box stock
Uh,
for that one.
I didn't run that
I know
one.
when you just signed under his Kyoto box stock.
Tamaya Production, Matt Bruns, Dennis Zeller, Billy Nay.
Billy Nye.
Tamaya Prospect, Brian James, Matt Bruns, Laulo, USGT.
I think it's Laylo.
Laylo?
Laylo.
Laylo. Okay,
Laylo.
I'll go with that. Maybe Barney will correct us. Brian, where was I? All right,
Laylo.
USGT. Arvin Nano, Mark T, and Binky Binky. Binky Binky was in the lineup. VTA, Glenn Shreve, Jason Matthews, and B. Arthur.
Arthur?
B. Arthur. Golden Girls.
I've seen it, but I don't know where B. Arthur.
She was the tall one that just, looked kind of like a man.
Oh.
Yeah. that
You
one.
just insulted somebody. It's very much.
B. Arthur.
Yeah.
She's dead now, though, so I don't think she's going to mind.
She might.
But they called her that in real life anyway when she was around, so.
Oh, but you just called her a man, so it's gotta.
I said she looked like a man.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
didn't say she was a man. She looked like a man.
Here's a story.
She wasn't on the Brady Bunch. A man named Brady. RJ Speedrome, Sunday, 13.5.
You just skip Fetchland on Saturday?
Yeah, we'll get to that. It's a lot. we just talk. You can talk about it on Saturday and Sunday. Just power through that.
Okay.
13.5. Robert Hoffman, Tom Piersanti, and I guess Tom Little was there too, right?
How did you say that name?
Piersanti.
Parasante.
Piersanti. All right, whatever.
I just for some reason I know it's Parasante because I don't know where it got announced at. but I remember-
Piersante.
Yeah.
Parasante. 17.5 sprint was Brett Hollinger, Doug Knaus, Kyle Knaus. Midget, Bill Osborne. Bill Osborne ran?
Yeah.
Brett Hollinger, Dave Wenzel.
Yep.
Rookie was Sean Black, Kurt Moser, Dale Helwig,
Yep.
Stock Mud Boss, Robert Hoffman, Carter Rachinsky, and Bob Madonna.
Yep.
I really just wanted to do that so I could do this. That's those results. And let's see, let's give you ultimate. That's the ultimate compliment, giving you ultimate results to read.
I want to do.
Maud. See? Skunk Boss knows. Maud.
I want to do the LCRC one
All right, you go
because
ahead.
there's a thing in there that I think is gonna be funny. Don't look at it. God. Don't look at it. No.
Well, let's all anticipate this comedy routine little bit Kyle's going to do with results.
Oh, I think it's gonna be funny. You're gonna think it's funny. I thought it was funny when I read it. So.
All right, well, we'll see.
13.5 Bud Boss.
You know, I'm not going to laugh on purpose.
You don't worry, you won't.
Okay, good. It's not that funny.
It won't be on purpose.
It's not ha-ha funny.
It's pretty funny.
All
It's
right.
pretty. It's honestly kind of ironic, I think. Brian Strouser, Steve Goodhart, and Scooby Dooby Doo. 17.5 in a late model. George Varzik, Rick Olivet, Tom Little got a 17.5 late model.
No way.
Yeah,
How's that guy got all this money?
rich. Oh, do you know why?
know
Because
what?
he invented those little bites,
Okay.
little bite muffins. So yeah, that's why he got all the money.
I thought he might have had something to do with little tractors down there in St. Louisville.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
17.5
John Deere.
sprint, Phil Marabella, John Pauly, and Brian Strouser. Great late model. Hey, that Stephen Weller guy won.
Who's that?
Uh,
I don't think I heard that guy.
Oh,
Did I ever race with him?
maybe. Definitely probably
Is he that guy that runs you off the track?
No, no.
Wait, you sure?
No, that's another guy.
Another Weller?
That's, no.
Hey, we're not talking about the same Weller, are we?
I'm not talking about any Weller.
All right, well, you just, all right, whatever.
John Pauly got second. Oh no, what am I at here? That's the wrong one. That TJ Gockley got second.
Did I screw you up?
Yeah, because I looked
Yeah.
at John Pauly, not
Screwed up your rhythm there.
Yeah, way to go. And then Matt Kirkpatrick got third. Midget, Matt Kirkpatrick, Howard Young, and TJ Gockley. Mini Mud Boss, John Pauly back to the top spot.
Then somebody named Knucklehead. Were you there?
No.
No, that wasn't you.
No. And then Matt Kirkpatrick got third. Novice, Aiden Weller, Kevin Kreiser, and Jeremy Johnson. Promoto FT, Mark Laws,
Huh.
Adam Curry, and some guy named Kane Sample. I don't know
Samples
if
Kane?
I don't know if he was real or not.
Okay.
I
all
couldn't
right.
tell.
Or are they trying to mix up this fake Dave just to screw us up?
I don't know because Tom Little was fourth, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. Kane showed up halfway through the day.
maybe. Savage Sprint, Keith Fletcher, Steve Weller, and Glenn Killian. Stock Mud Boss, Sub Pound Car, Stock Mud Boss, Brian Strouser, Steven Weller, and Mark Laws.
What's that Mark Claus again?
That's not
There's
Mark.
Brian Palancar. Hey, Brian. All right. Did you? All right, there you go. You can do all of that.
Oh, I gotta do all that? Okay.
I'll do all that because you're going to do LCRC in your little bit. Pheasantland Saturday. Savage Sprint, Kyle Horning, Sean Horning, Justin Reitenauer, Main 2. They do twin 50s just in case you didn't know. Kyle Horning, Justin Reitenauer, Kevin Cruiser.
Cruiser?
Cruiser.
Kevin Cruiser.
Where did he finish in the first one?
He didn't run it. He ran Sean's car the second one.
Okay.
And then a battery came out.
Yeah, that's why he was third,
So, we were sitting there with Kevin, and all I hear is the quarters going, "Trrr, trrr," and I'm like, Kevin, you got a flat tire or something? He looks, Sean, the freaking battery's coming out. So we're yelling for Sean to come get the battery to put it back in.
That's quality hoarding engineering right there. Tires falling off, batteries falling out.
The best part about it was, I was strapping a Savage Sprint down on Friday night.
Yeah.
And Sean goes, yeah, I don't need that. My battery don't come out.
And it did. It did. All right, 12T Sportsman.
Sportsman.
Dortsman. Brian Horning,
Brilliant.
Jesse Miller, Corey Milligan, Next feature was Brian Horning, Corey Milligan, Jesse Miller. They flipped.
They did.
Novice. Why? What's the? Oh, it was the same.
Yep.
So both features, Brian Beaver won both. Rick Burns finished second in both. Lonnie Duturk was third in both.
Yeah,
Alright.
Lonnie had the worst luck all day long. If there was a
Were
wreck,
there only 3 cars in the race?
no, there's a lot of cars actually.
alright.
I think there was like 6 or 7.
I still finished in the top 3.
But if there was a wreck, Lonnie, there could have been a lot. There could have been a wreck on 73, and Lonnie probably was in it.
All right.
Poor guy.
Mini, Kyle Horning, Ray Horning, Corey Milligan. Ray Horning, Kyle Horning, Corey Milligan for the next one. That's a lot of Hornings to say. Crate Late. Now this is the same for both. Brian Beaver won both. Brian Horning was second in both. And Jesse Miller was third in both. And for Novice, we had...
That's Sunday then.
Oh, this is Sunday. Sunday. Dot Day. You put those dots down on the track, didn't you?
I'll wait for the second one.
And how did it work?
Pretty fun.
It was fun?
A lot of guys like
I
it.
think we ought to try that.
I don't think so.
I think we should. It'd be kind of fun. Something different. So check out the pictures and let us know what you think. If we should put the dots down or not. Novice was Kevin Kuzer, Corey Milligan, Jason Durr. Jason Durr and Novice.
We combined them.
Okay. Second feature, Kevin Kuzer, Corey Milligan, Rick Burns.
Yeah, Corey jumped in my car for the features.
Okay. Why didn't he win?
Because Kuzer was on the track.
Okay. Crate Late. This is the same for both. Kevin Kuzer, Brian Beaver, and Rick Burns. The top 3 for both. And that's over with. Now, we got the big money races.
We do. LCRC, the final Rubber Tire Series race. 1/10 late model. Phil Marabella, Jay Rogers, and Gary Van Orden.
All right.
1/8 late model.
Okay.
This is where I
Those
thought.
are big ones.
Yeah, so this is what I thought was funny. We had a pair of nipples with the top 2. Gavin Nipple wins and Shane Nipple was second. We might get fired for talking about a pair of nipples.
Nah, I ain't get fired. I ain't gonna fire you for that one.
I just thought it was funny. That's what I found was funny. That's why I wanted to read it.
All right, there you go, guys. I hope you were anticipating that joke. So,
I thought
yeah,
Chuck Echols got third.
Chuck Eccles. That was funnier.
So we got
Chuckles.
So we got 2 nipples and a chuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Read the crate late model for me.
Sure. Oh. So in 12T Crate Lake, we had a thief, IK Burl, Jonathan Soul, and Joel William. Oh, what?
I don't know. I think it's Afif Gaburl.
Okay.
So I'm
sure.
sorry. I'm sorry. We are butchering that name.
Call in and let us know how to say it right.
Kids class, Ian Rogers, Owen Spriggle, and JoJo Nar.
Yeah, kids.
Buggy Street Stock, Joel Williams, Jonathan Soul, and Scott Davies.
We know that guy.
Do we?
We do. He's my crew chief.
Never heard of him. 410 Sprint Cars, Chris Klein, Phil Cooper, and Brian Breckenridge.
All right.
360 Sprint, Dylan Zartman, Eric Peltz, and Aaron Miller.
It wasn't me. It was the other one.
Yeah. 13.5 Big Block, Joe Williams, Les Hartzell, and the Iron Man, Kurt Nicholas. 12T Sportsman, Alan Beeler.
Not surprising.
A little surprised.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I wasn't.
Kenny Fisher got second, and then Rob Moore in third.
Well, congratulations to Alan.
So, I got it straight from the horse's mouth over here.
Uh-oh. There's a horse.
I want to call him a horse. Yeah. I got the points.
Oh, they're the top 3 in points.
Top 3 in each division.
Drum roll.
1/10 late model, Phil Marabella. Brad Muller's going to bring it home second, and Jay Rogers in third. Chad Billett was fourth. Just putting that out there.
Oh, okay. Way to go, Chad.
Let's see. 1/8 late models. We got the nipples again, but they only ran to 1 race. That's why.
Oh, that's. Yeah, it doesn't make it that hard then.
Crate late model, Dale Hartzell, Jonathan Soule, and Todd Ravel.
Todd Ravel,
Yeah.
an underdog. Wow. That makes him the fastest underdog on the team, doesn't it?
Probably.
I mean, certainly not Preston Selfinger.
I never heard of him.
I haven't either.
So then we got the 12-team mud boss, Joe Fisher,
Okay, congratulations, Joe.
Joshua Mering, and the Ironman, Kurt Nicholas, top
All
3.
right, congratulations. That's pretty impressive to win that there, getting top 3.
Top 3 is very good.
It is.
Scott Struble, Alan Baylor didn't suck this weekend. 13-5 big block.
Okay.
Kenny Fisher by 10 points over Kurt Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
And then Jeremy Lackey got 3rd.
Hey, we know all those.
Let's see. 21-5 late model ran 1 time. Then we got 360 sprint, 17-5 boosted. Aaron Miller.
I read his post about that. He said he's lost that title to Phil
2 times.
2 times. So this time he was able to
So
capitalize on some of Phil's bad luck and take the win.
what's really cool about that is he beat Marabella by 2 points.
Congratulations.
And Dylan Zartman was only 10 points back of Aaron.
That's not bad.
So that's pretty good
That
right
was a
there.
tight fight there.
That is a very tight fight. 410 sprint car, Phil Cooper, Cowboy Risser, and Lou Ciccone.
There you go.
Buggy Street Stock. Dale Hartzell,
Okay.
6 points over Scott Davies.
Scott Davies lost something. Wow. I'm
And-
going to have to fire him from my crew chief spot.
And
Get Dale.
10 points back of that, Gary Martin Jr.
All right.
Let's see here. Then they had the kids class. Kobe Zartman, Emma McCoy, and Ian Rogers.
There you go. Congratulations. The top 3 drivers there
So,
in all those classes.
Just want to point one thing out
All
here.
right. Point.
So, in 12T Mud Boss, there were
How many drivers did all the series?
I don't know about the whole series,
Okay.
but there was 78 total drivers that took points.
That's a lot of drivers.
There is a lot.
Because it's what, a 6-race series?
I think it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so that's a lot.
1, 2, 3. Yep, 6 races.
Okay. And they do 1 drop. That's a lot.
Yep.
That's a pretty healthy series travel. It's their one series for around here.
Yeah,
They're doing it again next year?
I would assume so.
All right. There you go. Maybe
Hey,
you
a
should
lot
do the
of-
whole thing. I'll fire my driver.
13-5 Mud Boss.
Well, I guess we're at a stalemate, Davies. You're still on the team.
13-5 Mud Boss had 51 drivers in total.
Oh.
So that's a pretty good showing for those
It
guys.
is.
So what do you want to talk about?
We had some polls this week.
We did.
We did. Did you even bother to read the polls and make an entry?
No.
Figures.
You're welcome.
So based on our discussion, hey Brian Horning, there are about 12 to 15 drivers that hit all 6 races. I mean, that's really good
That is good.
for a traveling series. I hope they do it again. I mean, we need more stuff like that.
I think they will.
I hope they can add in some more tracks, maybe. I mean,
17 before LCRC.
yeah. And hopefully they can maybe add in a track or 2. It would be nice if, we can bring them out to the bull ring. All right, so we got some polls this weekend based on some of the discussion we had last week. You remember what we were talking about last week, right?
Nope.
Kermit Horning says, hello, guys. Posted that on Facebook. So he must be watching and then posting on there.
Probably.
So maybe. So we'll have to watch out for Kermit there. So we had a discussion about tracks and why people run certain tracks and why they don't. Is there too many classes or too much this or that? So I figure, well, let's find out some information here.
Okay.
So let's start with this one. How far are you willing to drive to travel for a weekly race? So that means you're going to go out there and try to run every race of that series for that track. So we have less than a 30-minute drive. How many do we got? We had 67 votes for each.
Nice.
So we had 9 people say it has to be less. Get out of the way.
I thought you said that on the racetrack.
Get
out of the way!
Get out of the way. Just, it's not usually that nice when I say it. So we had 9 drivers say less than a 30-minute drive. So these drivers have to be within less than 30 minutes to go out and race. 35 drivers said they're willing to drive 30 minutes to an hour to go to a track, which I think that's pretty reasonable, and that seems like where the majority went. But 23 of these guys said they would drive more than an hour to race every week. That's a lot. You've done that though for the entire point series for
Factory.
the factory. We were doing that for a while up at White Rose. We were driving 90 minutes.
Yep.
Todd said he's been driving 2.5 hours most weeks. He didn't elaborate to follow up with why, but I imagine it's because he's running WNRC and running points there.
Well, they like I don't know if they're running for points, but
Right.
I know they just like going up there.
Right, but at the same time too, like the point season there, it's not every week.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that helps with the long drive like that. But even then, I mean going out there every other week, twice a month, that's a lot. So, but I mean, you know, for the most part, it looks like most people want to be within an hour.
Which I think is reasonable.
I think it's still
With gas being $4 a gallon,
right.
you
And
know,
just, you know, I mean, if you're trying to get out there for a week show, they're usually starting at 7. I mean, White Rose would start at 6:30, but you know that they mainly start at 6:30 for us. But you know, you got to work, and it's hard to get out to these places, especially if you got an hour and a half drive. I mean, it's tough to get out there.
it is.
So, and we got a follow-up question from my crew chief, Scott Davies. If you had no tracks within 1 hour, would you travel further or sell out and find a new hobby? I don't know. I told Davies you should add that. So, be interesting if people could comment on that.
If I had to drive more than an hour every race week,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't race.
I'll tell you what. When me and the old man decided we were gonna do this again, we were trying to look for tracks, and the closest track we found was Ultimate. And we hadn't spent any money at this point. We went up there to learn about. We had no clue what was going on. And after the drive up there, which was about an hour, we're like, well, that might be a little too far. But they did tell us that Pheasantland was running. Then we came and looked here. And it's like, oh yeah, they are racing, and that's within a 15-minute drive. That kind of sealed the deal there on deciding to get into it.
Skunk Boss said I'd venture further. I think okay.
But on a weekly basis.
No.
Yeah.
I want weekly.
Yeah. I mean, I've gone 4 hours. You've gone at least 2.5.
Yeah, Bloom.
Yeah. So I mean, you know.
But that's not weekly.
Right.
I would. What I think, I would still. This is the way I'm looking at my scenario right now.
Yeah.
Where I live right now, if Pheasantland, well, we drove. Yeah, Big Car's different.
Yeah, that is different. You got a lot more money invested in that, and you expect going into it, you're going to have to travel some.
Yes. I'm saying right now, my scenario is I have all the stuff I have right now, and Ultimate and Pheasantland closed down.
Yeah.
So I'd have to either go to RJ's,
Yeah.
White Rose, First Capital, something of that nature,
Right.
like an hour and a half drive.
Right. Or you can get into something different and race at Park Lane.
But that's not the question. That's not close. That's
But
not.
you don't already have the equipment. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if I had what I had now and I had to just pick a track, I think I would sell most of my stuff out.
Okay.
Just because, okay, I have a lot of cars, but I won't be able to run them.
Right. I mean, that makes sense too. I imagine, you know, tracks lose a lot of people when, you know, they close up because they're just not going to come out.
No.
They're like, I'm not going to go that far. For most people, this is just like, it's like bowling league. If the bowling alley closes up, they'll be like, well, that was really close. They're not going to drive an hour and a half to get to another go bowling again. They're going to just find something else, I think. So.
Sean Good, being out by the factory, I run Ultimate twice a week, about an hour drive.
Yeah.
That's probably like,
Yeah.
that's what it is,
Right.
half hour to an hour.
I look at an hour drive like that's a commute to work. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I can deal with that now. I mean, especially now that you're already invested in it, you want to race more, so you're going to be willing to travel.
Yeah.
And,
But if
yeah,
I'm only running once a week, and then I'm just like, okay, my other options. Do I run? I'm not going to run during the week much because going to work.
right,
For me, it's nicer in the summers because I could travel
yeah,
because I'm off. But like if I'm going out, I can get a Grandview on Saturday. Be like, all right, I'll get a Big Diamond on Friday, Grandview
Yeah.
Saturday.
right,
Okay, I just saved $20.
right. Well, yeah, that's
It's just
true.
in entries.
Right. I mean, well, if you're racing 2 times, that's $40 right there.
Yep.
So plus all your hauling and all the parts that you break and whatever else you decide stupidly that you need to buy that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'm curious to hear what other people have to say. I mean,
If you are really into racing, you will drive what needs to be driven to race. If you're just hobbying for fun, you'll find something new. I agree. That's exactly I agree.
yeah, I think so too. Yes. And I think some people, once they get into it and start doing it, then they kind of get invested in it.
Well, yeah, because you're like,
That's where I was. It's like, well, we aren't doing this yet. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't really understand what the heck they're doing and what all these cars are. And until you actually go out there and watch it and kind of get a feel for what it is, do you actually?
and then you go in there
wanna
and
get
go
into
like,
it.
well, I want to try something different, so I'm going to a different track.
Yes, that's part of our next set of questions because we had 2 polls. Because
Ooh.
this one was kind of integral to find out, like, hey, how far do these people want to drive? So I mean, we're lucky in this area because we have so many tracks within an hour drive.
Yeah,
And if you go out 2 hours, you got even more.
you got like 7, 8 tracks.
You got White Rose, you got the factory, you got Bloomsburg, that 997. I think that's just over 2 hours,
Yeah.
and that'd be a place I'd like to go. I'm trying to think where else. You got like Staubs. We've never been there.
Aaron Miller, I never run more than twice a week because I have to drive an hour or so everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like it cuts in. I bet Aaron Miller would probably race more if you didn't have to drive an hour every time.
Yeah.
So, we're kind of spoiled here because we got 15-minute drives.
15 minutes and 45.
Yeah, a
And I can-
regular weekly show.
And I can run for 5 nights a week
Yeah,
at 2 tracks.
yeah, yeah.
I
And 3 tracks. I mean, weren't we touching on like six races?
We were going.
I mean, luckily for me, I got an extra track that's within 15 minutes now with Park Lane opening.
Yeah, but think of it, just last week, okay? As just you and me together,
Yeah.
you ran Tuesday. I was here Tuesday, I didn't race.
Yeah.
But, okay,
Wednesday
Wednesday you went to Park Lane. Thursday we would have been at Ultimate.
Yeah. Friday we were here.
Saturday,
Saturday I raced.
And I-
Saturday you were here.
and I was
Yeah.
here, and I was here Sunday.
Right.
So
It's-
6 out of the 7 days we
Yeah.
could have been racing.
yeah, could have went Sunday if I didn't have other things to do.
Yeah.
I would have went. So. All right. Do we got any more questions?
Nope.
Comments?
Nope.
All right. All right. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. There we go. This one here, for why you run the tracks you run. We got 78 votes on this.
Nice.
That's a lot.
Dots?
Why do you? What?
Dots?
Yeah, 78 dots.
Oh, okay.
78 dots. You know, Pac-Man has a lot of dots. Wah, 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 wah. It's an inside joke. Some people might get it. All right. 30 people answered they race at a certain track because of the track location and it's close to home. Right?
Yep.
11 people answered that they race at a track because the track classes they support what they want to run. So, I mean, we got people in there. Let's see. I'm trying to point out people I definitely know what they run. Oh, wait. There should be more. Yeah, there's way more than that. Why is it only showing 11?
While you're figuring that out,
Yeah.
when I got into it, foam tire was the only option. Everybody basically ran Staubs in the summer and bumps in the winter. Towards the end, you had bumps or hanger winter and Staubs on R1 61 summer. But that was it. And it was only a Saturday, Sunday for the most part. Hanger ran in Wednesday series, but it was small. But now it grew. Now you run all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah. So 11 people answered they race at a certain track because it supports the classes they want to run.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah.
Like if you want to run Mod Sprint, you don't run here.
Right. So that's it. Like if you want to run Mud Boss, you run here. You might not go. Where don't they run Mud Boss?
WNRC.
WNRC. So you won't go there.
They don't run mud bus every
So,
week.
yeah. And then 17 people answered. You travel to different tracks because you want more racing. So 17 people are willing to travel. I think I'm in that category. You're in that category.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Davies is in that category. A lot of these guys are. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that are willing to travel because of that. I mean, I travel. Me and AJ went up to Pit Stop because that's the only place we could run off-road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we traveled to White Rose because that's the only place we can run asphalt.
Yep.
You know.
We've been to First Capital. We've been to LCRC.
Right. Yeah. But like the LCRC and First Capital, we already run that stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, something like, you know, all the classes you run, you can run those anywhere. I mean,
Mostly, yeah.
yeah, Mini Mud Boss, that's starting to catch on, but you can't run that just about anywhere. But you have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want a lot of competitors, you go up to Ultimate because that's where they all are.
Yep.
So. Let's go to the next one. And then this one only had one vote. You travel because the local track doesn't have the class you want. I mean, I've had to do that. That was my vote, actually, so I've had to do that. I mean, there's no, I don't see us racing two-wheel drive buggy out there.
We can.
We could, but there's no jumps. It would be oval and be kind of
We
boring.
can put bumps out there.
You could put some dots down and I could jump them. And you know, one person, Lance Batdorf,
Oh, God.
he traveled because he doesn't have the competition where he wants to race locally. So he wants harder people to race, or maybe he wants slower people
Yeah, I was
to
going
race.
to say he went slow.
So I mean, I think around here we're lucky because there's a lot of competitors around here that are really good. I mean, you come out here on a Tuesday night, usually that field's packed with all good drivers.
My opinion is it's hard to travel during the week because most people work, and
Yep.
is because of it. Yep. I was a gypsy, says Palancar.
Mm.
Sean Good. I go where the company is. Logically, you spend about 12 minutes on the track. The other few hours are in the pits. The day is so much better when you have friends to joke around with. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you're going to a track and you're the only one, you're just like, well, everyone around here is kind of a dick. I ain't going back.
I've been in plenty of places where I don't know anybody, so it's always been fine. You're just too busy working on your car or trying to figure it out. All right. And here, 14 people voted. They started racing because they have a local track. I'm in there with that. If it wasn't for this place here, probably wouldn't have started again.
Oh, yeah. If this place wasn't around, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you wouldn't have either because you started here. What made you come out here?
Herman Sean.
So, what, did they hear about it? Were they already racing?
They were racing, and I don't know how they heard about it, but I started coming out.
Okay.
He showed me the car. Literally, this is how I started. He showed me his car.
Yeah.
I went on the internet, on Marketplace, see the car, bought it. When I literally left that day, went and bought it.
So you didn't even drive a car at that point?
Nope.
You're just like, I'm racing.
I actually wasn't going to race. I just wanted the car because I thought it would be cool to mess around with.
Okay.
And
you
then-
started racing.
And then, this is whose fault this is that I got to race. It's Herman
Okay.
Sean's, but it's Preston's.
Well, Preston we blame for a lot of things.
But this is Preston's fault.
Okay.
Because he hit a spare transponder.
Oh.
And he's like, you're racing. Put this in.
Boy, he was a dick to you from the start.
So, yeah. So, I ran his transponder, and I ran novice, and I'm like, yeah, guess I'm racing now.
All right. How'd you do in your very first race?
I know the first... See, I came out in practice for a while.
Yeah.
And I think...
So you just came out here and turned laps for a while before you actually went
Oh,
out there
dude.
and raced.
My first experience at this track... Now, you remember when I started, there wasn't all that grip on there.
No, it was probably a lot looser.
It was definitely different.
Yeah.
So, and in my mind, I'm like, it's an RC car. I don't need to lift.
Yeah.
So,
How many times did you bang into the wall?
one.
What? How many times was it upside down?
No.
Countless.
No. Because I didn't make it one turn.
Okay.
This is when the bleachers, the pews were across there.
Yeah.
Dude, I came in here to the corner, and I just went in the corner, and I just turned. Full throttle. And you know how they don't turn?
Yeah.
It's skid it, and all you hear is... Dude, Instantly, somebody shot a pistol off inside. It echoed.
Lessons were learned that day, weren't they?
And I'm like, well, there went my car.
And you went and got it and realized, oh, it's not broke.
No, it was broke.
Oh, was
The
it?
front end was broke.
So wait, not even one lap in and you broke the car.
Not even one turn.
Oh.
It made it through maybe turn one. And it's just, and I'm just like, turn. Why aren't you turning?
You didn't even think that maybe you might try to lift off the gas and just like ease into it. No, you're just full throttle, hammer down.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of drivers like that now.
Yeah. So,
They've had years of practice.
and like, I woke up the curb. I'm like, I broke it.
How do I fix it?
I don't know how to fix it.
Can you fix these things?
So
Yeah, he's got a whole shit ton of parts. in
No,
the
he
back.
didn't.
No? Oh,
no,
that's
because
right.
remember there was no parts.
Oh, okay.
So we had Dean.
Yeah.
That was it. Dean had his toolbox full of parts.
Yeah.
And that's how I got my car fixed. I went back out
Dean
there.
Metzger.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Metzger was the parts guy here for a little
Huh.
while.
See, I went up to Ultimate. Me and the old man went up to Ultimate sometime in April, and they were just starting to get the track ready to get ready to race, and so we were talking to them. So we didn't even really get to see these cars running, and so went into the shop and saw, what is called a mud boss, and I thought, damn, that's an ugly looking body on that thing. That don't look like the modifieds we used to run. So, and I'm asking, I'm like, well, what is this thing? And they're like, it's a Traxxas Slash. I'm like, what the heck is a Traxxas Slash? No clue what it was. They're like, yeah, it's about $200 and some. And you buy the body. And I'm like, okay. And like on the way home, he did say like, I think Pheasant Land's running again. So that's a little closer to work. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so my dad, and since we raced here back in the old days of RC, my dad's like, oh, well, let's go by there and check it out because we enjoyed racing here on the slick hardwood track before you weren't allowed to use any traction compound, anything like that. So we drove down here, drove in, and still said skating rink. We're like, okay, well, I guess that's not true. So I went home and just we talked. And I'm like, well, that's kind of far. I don't know if we want to start it. So we kind of lollygagged on it. And then one day, it was July 4th weekend. I was driving down here to go to the nursery down there, plant nursery, and saw the sign for Pheasant Land RC Park. And I'm like, they do race RC cars. So I got the number, and I called Merkel and left a voicemail. And like there was some woman on there. I thought it was like some guy's mom. I didn't know it was Merkel. I'm like, sounds like some guy's mom. Is this like some some teenager who lives in his mom's basement and he's like wants to race RC cars? What am I getting lured into? And a few days later he calls me back and I'm like, okay, all right. Well, so we came out and saw you guys racing, and it's like, well, that looks like fun. Like just watching you guys, and like every freaking lap, Buddy Mertz was hitting you.
No, what? No.
Buddy Mertz was the first person I remember really, being noticeable because he's got that voice, and he was out there, and you could tell which car it was, and you could just see him flying through there, and then you'd see it flipping. Everybody was flipping. To be fair to Buddy, everybody was flipping and wrecking. It was just a hoot.
It had to be. It probably was Murchie's first year.
Yeah, it was. It was your first year too, because it was before the outdoor dirt track was built.
Wait, were we outside?
No, you were inside.
Oh, that was the end of the season?
It was July or August, and it was in here, and it was hot as hell. So me and the old man would just come here for a few weeks and like sit on the pews and watch, because Merkel said, oh yeah, I'm trying to get a Traxxas dealership going, and like I'll sell the cars. Like, okay, we'll wait for you to get them. So I'd give them a call every 2 weeks and be like, hey, how's that going? Oh, I still haven't got it.
No, hold on. Take it easy on little Aaron there, says Ed Zyla. And then easy there, someone still live in Mom's basement.
Well, we do too. So.
Freaking dead.
But anyway, yeah, so, I kept getting a hold of Merkel, and he's just saying, well, it's not yet, not yet. And we wanted to spend our money with Merkel, so we just kind of waited. And after, like, you guys had the dirt track out, and we came up here, we brought our old RC cars and kind of snuck onto the track, and Merkel caught us and kind of yelled at us, but then said, oh, you can go ahead. Like, we did a couple more laps to the left. And it's just like, at that point, I was just jonesing to get a car. And so I started looking at used cars because I had no idea what I was buying or what I'd be getting. And luckily, I didn't buy a used car because, thinking back, like, there was one shady guy who was selling them, and he's like, it's just basically a Traxxas Slash. It's not even converted. He wanted like $180. I'm like, well, the new one costs $200. Why would I do that? So, and I was so tempted to just go on Amazon and order one or something like that, but I just waited. And when we finally got him, it was in time for the next to last dirt race, and that was awesome. Came back. John Hess beat me. Came back that Friday, and I beat Buddy Mertz. So.
See, I don't remember running the inside in July.
Oh yeah, I remember it. I remember seeing you out there. I believe.
I don't remember.
That was that number 3.
It was that red, white, and blue 3.
Yeah, you had the number 3 car. So.
I don't remember running in June and July either.
Oh, it was hot as hell in here too.
I don't remember. I remember going outside and running.
Yeah. You guys didn't go out running outside until like September.
That was I think that's what we started because the track didn't open. I think till August.
Okay.
And we had. Because I keep giving people shit because I am the very first winner on the dirt track.
Yeah.
Because
one day you might be the last.
Definitely could. But I remember we built the track, and I went out there for novice, and I never won anything.
Yeah.
I was inside. I always started a pole on the inside.
Yeah.
Because back then, we did points.
Yeah.
You invert the whole field.
Yeah.
Well, I started like 3/4 of the way through a season.
So you're always on the pole.
So I had no points, and I'm qualifying every week.
Yeah.
So I started on the pole. I'm like, I'm gonna win one of these, and then I'd lead like 5, 10, 15 laps, and then you get a jackass like Chad Kohler. And Chad, I remember Chad always beat me and pissed me off, and Little Johnny. He had a Wonder Bread.
Little Johnny?
That's what Merkel calls it.
Okay.
Johnny Cleaver.
Doesn't help me at all.
You know Johnny Cleaver.
I've probably seen the car, but that was real early when I started.
He lives next to Chad.
Okay. Oh, the guy who always,
Okay. He had the Wonder Bread 26, and I always couldn't beat him, and he pissed me off. I was like, I never beat him. I could stay with him, but I couldn't beat him.
I remember some asshole I was always chasing at first when I started here.
Yeah.
That all the time.
I don't know who that was.
I think it was. No, it wasn't him. Might have been you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then, so
when you first start on that track in there, like you just don't really get the grip of it at first because it's just so freaking weird.
So now you think that was weird. So we're running out here,
Yeah.
Kermit and Sean go, let's go to Bloomsburg. Okay, let's go to Bloomsburg.
That should be just as easy as this. I'm gonna win it all, guys.
Yeah, we're like, we have no idea what we're doing.
They ran novice though, right?
We did.
So everyone else had no clue.
True, thank
So
God.
there you go. I mean,
But-
that's why there's novice there. I mean, I know like last week, like, there was some talk like, hey, we should get rid of novice. It's like, no, man, it's so much easier for, you put the guys together that just don't know anything so they can kind of learn the ropes.
But,
The idea is for them to get out, but, if you put them out there where they know nothing, like if they would have thrown you to 12T Sportsman when you first started, how would you have liked that?
they would have been pissed. I would have wrecked everybody.
Yeah, but would you think you'd still be in it by now?
No.
Because you'd be like, yeah, this sucks. I can't figure out how
No,
to get this
because
car to work.
I was always pissed off at Cleaver and Kohler
Because they were actually sportsman drivers running novice.
because you could run both. Then.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm just like, these guys move up and do good up there, and then they move down and kick my ass down there. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Right.
Zylock said I lost my memory. It was in my hair. But yeah, so Merkel says, hey, we're going outside dirt racing.
Yeah.
All right, sweet, let's go. I went out. Novice was the very first feature. Freaking, I have never shaked so much in my life.
Yeah.
As I think I started on the pole, and I led the whole race. And Merkel's like, 5 to go. And I swear, I look like Garrett out there.
I can't even shake as much as he can.
And I went out there and won. And I'm like, very first
There you go.
feature winner.
There you go.
And then I went back, and Preston had he called it Halloween Havoc
Yeah, I remember
in
that.
October.
Because we had something planned that day, and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to miss that.
And I went out there, and I'm like, won that race, and I won the very first big race at Fedgerland. And now I suck.
You don't suck. You announced now, which that's stupid.
That's stupid. Yeah, and I still have the trophy from Halloween Havoc.
Did Preston make him himself?
Yeah, they did. His wife made him
Okay.
out of like cardstock, and it's pretty nice.
Okay.
It's a ghost.
All right. Well, ghost.
It is.
But yeah, and Preston tried to be a promoter and gave up on that dream right away.
One race and done.
Now he wants to come up with races and just hand them in our lap. It's like, here, guys, I got a great idea for a race. Let's do
Oh,
it.
yeah. October race is canceled. Gone. Maybe indoor race.
Okay.
Talked to Marco about that. He asked about doing a Christmas national race.
Christmas National.
Yeah, like a Christmas
Yeah,
national chair.
Christmas Day race.
Sure.
Wolverine will be the only people here.
Nah, there's definitely someone that'll show up. I have a joke, but I'm not gonna make it.
All right. Hey, we still got. I think we still got more. All right. And here's one. You don't race as much as you would like because there's no local track near you, which Rick Davis. I understand why he has that problem. But and Rick Davis never came out. He's Cage Rattler. He's never come out to Ultimate, has he? Even though he said he was going to. Cage Rattler.
Yep.
And Brian Strouser was one of those. I thought he was kind of close to everything.
I thought so.
Because he's always at Ultimate. He came out here a few times, so I guess he's got a haul.
Maybe.
So, what are you writing?
Don't read this out loud.
Oh.
This is what I was thinking.
Oh, you could ask us that joke in person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Factory has a Christmas Nationals. You need to do something. I know Christmas Nationals is like a thing,
yeah.
but we'll do something different. Maybe
So I mean, here's the thing, like,
New Year's
Yeah.
Smash. That would be fun. Get Smash and then run RC cars.
I wanted to do that the first year. Nobody wanted to run. Everybody had plans. We did do the New Year's Day race.
We did.
We didn't do that this year though.
We did.
We did?
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
Oh no.
I think we did.
No, it wasn't New Year's Day. It was still closed on New Year's Day.
I thought we ran it.
We didn't start the season until.
Any of you guys hitting up Chili Bowl? No.
Wait, who were we talking to that said they're going out there?
I forget.
I forget too. But it's
Who?
someone we deal with regularly.
It was Godfrey and.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They were just here the other week.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to do it. So there you go. That's some of the reasons why people race where they do, because it's. Yeah. I mean, we go to a lot of tracks and we talk to a lot of people. And,
Princess Ball.
yeah, we talk to a lot of people, and there's always, this one does this, that one does that. And it's just, people race where it's most convenient, and people are willing to drive, but only a certain percentage of us.
HOD did an on-road race where you had to down a shot before the race.
We could do that. Is that legal?
Oh well.
Scott, let's talk Enzo into that for New Year's Day for road racing.
Evergreen Slam.
That'd be awesome. What are we doing a shot of?
Yes.
Yes, anything. Mix all of them together.
But you were already racing at a bar, so it was easy to set up. Oh, so I came up with a great idea.
Okay.
So, you know how Mark always wanted to do Bash Fest?
Oh, with the metal bodies?
No.
No, then I don't know.
Like mud bogs. He wanted to do mud bogs. Shannon always wanted to do that freaking, like the long jump and stuff.
Okay.
I want to do beer pong with RC cars.
And try to jump them into a cup?
No.
Oh.
Jump into like a 55-barrel drum.
Alright.
Could you just imagine the ramp and just trying to land into a freaking barrel?
I guess you'd use an SR10 for that one.
I was thinking X-Max.
I don't have one.
We gotta borrow one.
Yeah. We gotta borrow one. We don't need to buy one, just borrow
Do you
one.
think how cool that would be though? Watching someone trying to jump into a barrel?
I think it'd be kind of cool. Flaming barrel. Oh, jumping through a flaming ring, then into a barrel.
Sweet. Someone give us who's got an X-Max we can borrow? I'm getting
You know
close.
what we're doing with it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. We will not pay for any damages, except maybe like $10 worth.
Yeah.
I'm / jump into trash cans. Deal. Let's do that.
All right, we can do that.
I'm getting closer to getting out the way to race. Bought a truck camper to do some overnighters, says Rattler.
All right.
Sweet.
I mean, well, there is LCRC. They're coming up in September. That would be a good overnight race. So we didn't make it out there this weekend.
Nope.
No. But you know, it was one of those. It's like, well, with the Rover Tire Series, do we really want to go up there and jump into the last race of a point season?
And then take the leader out and
Yeah. That, I don't think people would be happy with us. Alan wouldn't have won, and he'd be blaming us.
yeah, because I probably would have wrecked him. I didn't
Probably.
measure it.
On purpose.
No. I would have said I was going to wreck him on purpose, but I
And
wouldn't
then
have
did
wrecked
it
him.
by accident. Then,
Yeah.
You told me you were going to do that.
I warned you.
Okay,
Sorry.
just stay away from me.
Yeah,
Just stay
let me
away.
go. Even though you're laughing at me, just let me go.
Yeah.
Block.
Just whatever you do, just hit me in the bumper, move me out of the way.
Beep, beep. I'm here to compete.
So I think for next week, though, what we need to do is discuss points and points racing.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, because there's been a lot of debate. I mean, you guys chime in on what you think about points. We'll put a poll up this week, but, you know, I know here we do 20-week seasons. What's the temperament like of the racers halfway through a season?
Pissed off.
They all want to kill each other.
Usually.
Yeah. I mean, as it gets closer to the end, they all kind of lighten up, but before that, I think it just gets to be a drag.
Should have come out. We had a new guys at the races that only showed up for a single track. Would have been fine.
Oh, well, we'll come out to the next one. That's in September.
I was here. I was
You
running
had to run the show.
I was running a show.
Yeah, we'll be closing that show. Plus, they have their haunted race, too. in
Fall
October.
Frenzy, September 30th.
September 30th. And then they do one in October.
That might be Sixer weekend.
What, the basketball team?
Yes.
Okay. I knew you were a big basketball fan.
Oh, dude, I am a Harlem Globetrotter.
Globetrotter? So anyway, points. Like, what should we do with points? Do you care about points racing? Do you avoid it at all costs? I know a lot of people do, and every year, what do I tell you, Kyle?
That you're not gonna run for points.
And what do I do, Kyle?
Run for points.
And how am I towards the halfway through the season?
Pissed off.
Yeah, first off. So.
Ooh, not the Sixer. But I think it's a big race that weekend, so I don't know.
All right. Well,
You can go. Have fun.
you gotta go with me
Why?
because
I've been a
I
race.
need my drafting partner.
You got Davies.
Davies, he's gonna run. He isn't gonna run 12T.
You could give him a car, he would.
I'll give him yours.
Okay.
All right, there you go, Davies. You just got a ride.
Have fun.
All right.
October 28th is the Haunted 50.
All right. So Davies, let me know if you want to race Kyle's car, and we'll run it.
September 9th, Hoagland Fall Brawl. September 17th, Barn Burner at Mount Cobb.
And what else? Like races. Like we always talk about doing something different with racing. You know, something to break up the monotony. Like what are things that people would like to see?
Pound Guard. I'm not a fan of point races. Nope, I don't point race.
No, you didn't at all this year.
And I am so much happier for it.
You also didn't race here at Pheasant Land except for Saturdays and Sundays.
A couple Tuesdays,
Couple
Fridays.
Tuesdays, couple Fridays, but you didn't seem like you're really into it.
Well, Scott Davis says we're shorten it up.
LCRC?
Do like 8 weeks, one drop. Says Davies.
I
Says
agree.
Zylox.
I agree with that. I would say like do 2 winter seasons and then 2 summer seasons, 8 weeks each. That way people can kind of go out, race. It's done and over, and if you say, hey, you know what, I did 8 weeks of that class, I'm doing another class, you can jump into that.
What do you guys think about more money races? I hate them.
Who said that? Who asked that?
Brian asked.
Brian?
I said I hate 'em.
Alencar?
No, Horning.
Morning?
My
I don't-
oval would mostly Wednesday at the factory, says Davies.
What's that?
Davies will be running Wednesdays at the factory.
Okay. What? 12T?
He just says his oval.
Oh, sprint car. Money race. I don't really care for them. But I don't mind when they have them. I just usually don't really run money races.
Personal
'Cause there's
opinion
not
of
many
money
here.
races, they make people crazy. So
That's what I hear. But the last few that we've seen, everybody was pretty good natured. Like our race that we had last year, where it was a money race, no one really seemed to have any problems. Howard's big race to COVID cancer last year, nobody seemed to have any issues there.
No.
Yeah, so it all went pretty smooth.
Zylox doesn't like money races.
What? Why
Talon
not?
Car also doesn't like them.
Why?
I don't mind them, but I don't like paying like huge amount of money for an RC car race.
Like you're talking like $50 maybe for a win.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Well, what did they pay just at First Capital? They had a money race.
They had $350 to win.
Okay, but then it really went down after that.
Something.
Okay.
I think it was like $350, $250, and $150.
I like trophy races.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, like you get the money, like it's great. I mean, of course, if you get $350, but there's only one person getting that, and it's going to be highly competitive. I mean, you could buy yourself a new car and then some. But trophy, at least you get that, lasts for a while. Some people are tired of trophies.
Ed Zylox takes money away from tracks. I'm here to support a track.
Yeah. I mean, that the money's got to come from somewhere.
See, instead of doing money races, I'd rather do charity races.
I say trophy races.
But you still get a trophy, though.
Okay.
Like what we did.
Yeah.
We had trophies out, but you got...
People could donate money.
Yeah.
And the track owner still makes money.
Because he's making like...
Right. And usually, like, it has to be worked that way, where the track owner still, you put in $25, $5 of that goes towards the charity. The other $20 goes towards running the show.
But I know, like, when we did...
And then we had raffles with people donating
When we did ours for Merkel just gave us a track. He said, I don't want any money.
Right. And he also donated money on top of that.
Yep.
He donated a Slash. Didn't he donate a Bandit as well? Someone donated a Bandit.
He didn't. We got it at cost of Slash.
Okay. All right.
On the flip side, Factory on Wednesdays, they take $5 from each entry and split up the top 3 in the class. The winter and white race for free is not enough to be an issue.
That's not bad.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you get paid your tow money.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not bad. I mean, things like that. I mean, maybe we could do that here. I mean, we talked about that also. Like, what if during the indoor season, the points races are only every other race, like Ultimate does on Thursdays, and that other race is like, all right, maybe it'll be a money race. Maybe every once in a while I'll throw in a trophy race or something like that, because trophies are cheap.
When I started here, Tuesday was the fun night.
Yeah.
Friday you ran for money.
Yeah. Now, did you get a lot more people on Friday night or more on the fun night?
I think we had more on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Because guys they knew they weren't winning.
Yeah. I mean, they used to do those 1-lap challenges where you could put in and buy in. For
that was
$5.
fun. I like doing that.
I just knew, like, I'm gonna choke. I ain't gonna do.
Problem with most money races is the cost to enter goes way up, and only a handful of people have a chance winning, and the guys out for the fun pay for it. Yeah.
I agree with that. Who said that?
That was from Cage Rattler.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that does sway our decision sometimes when they talk about doing that. It's like, well, right away all the big guys are going to come out and like, yeah, we're going to be stuck in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
We're just going to be paying them for the day.
Yep.
So. Anyway.
When they did here when JGR had their.
Oh, the what was that called now?
Rumble
at the Rink. Yes.
I like what we did. We took $20 and just gave it to random spots.
Oh yeah. Not even the winner, just something like that. Just
anybody but the winner.
Right.
Then we did anybody with a bloodline motor in.
It was always be different every week.
Yeah. Most cars passed, And
I like that. I like what a lot of these tracks do, like White Rose. Like they have lots of stuff they give away.
Yep.
So pretty much somebody's coming home with something.
Except you.
Except me, I got a soda. But I will have to give a shout out to Matt Bruns. He gave me some stuff, so he got so much stuff he was overflowing. He's like, hey, you want this? Yeah, thank you. So that
So
helped
I'm not gonna
with the
get
pay.
mad at me, but I'm gonna do the shout out of the week real quick.
All right, I just shout out Matt Bruns.
I know, but I'm gonna shout out Merkel.
And
So if you guys don't know, he kind of
no, he did. He injured himself.
his knee is kind of screwed
Broke.
up.
Yeah. So
He texted me before the show, said, "Hey, I won't be over. I blew my knee out."
yeah.
So he's going to be laid up for a little bit. He goes for an MRI on Thursday. So hopefully he's all right.
Yeah. Let's make sure there's nothing on Facebook here.
I'll be running the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you give money, should be a gift card to shop. Most of the time it makes or lets racers spend more money in shop. I like that.
Yeah, I know. We usually do that with the points. Like third place usually winds up getting gift certificate.
So have you two noticed Merkel's done that?
What's that?
On like a Saturday and Sunday, and I think some Fridays.
Yeah. I haven't been here on the weekends to race,
But
he has given out gift certificates.
yeah.
And I like what we did because it's like, the guys who don't ever really win a lot, they have hard luck. It's nice to give them something.
Yep.
Because they had a shitty day.
Yeah.
So,
Tell him to walk it off.
walk it off. Text him that. Hey, Merkel, just walk it off.
Walk it. I love Ed. I love him. Ed is
Except he won't ever
great.
come on the show.
He's busy. He's gonna say he'll come on.
All right. When?
I don't know. We got a lot of people that will come on.
We got to bring him to the basement. We'll replicate Wayne's World for him.
Next week, we have our guests for next week.
Who's our guest?
Alani the Dirt.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that earlier.
He's gonna bring his rail car.
Ooh, that thing was pretty.
Yeah. Is that? I know. Did you hear what I call it? I'll roll a metal yardstick with a motor and some wheels.
I mean, it's basically about as
So
heavy
he
as
is-
a yardstick.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
So he's coming on. He's a drag racer more.
He is.
A little bit of an oval guy.
Well, I think he does it because he just needed something to do.
True.
You know.
And I was kids running.
Jesse?
Yep.
Oh, his stepkid.
We used to roll a dice to pick a winner. Mom's basement make cookies.
The special cookies.
We'll get Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Tony.
The cookies.
Oh.
And Brandon Growler's having a picnic this week, so hit up Brandon if you want to come out Sunday for his Labor Day picnic, where there will be RC racing.
He's having a party this week.
You were invited
I forgot.
Sunday.
Oh.
You're going, right?
No.
So anybody else that
I'm
would
going-
like to go, reach out
I'm
to
going
Brandon.
to Big Diamond.
Reach out. I mean, Kyle's not going to be there, so there'll be more food, and Kyle's going to be fasting anyway, so he won't eat any damn thing.
And I don't drink any soda, so.
There you go. So come on out. Maybe we'll do a live from there, because Brandon will want to do that and actually
Get banned.
get banned. I don't think Sarah will be there.
We did.
That will be the 1 year anniversary of the show. How is that? I think we did the show first there, and then we took a couple weeks off. That's why we aren't up to 52 yet, isn't it?
Nope.
Why aren't we up to 52? Did we miscount?
No, we never missed a show.
I know, but why isn't it 52 then? Because we did it over Labor Day weekend. Exactly, but that was like just kind of.
I thought we did it the next week then.
I thought so too.
I didn't think we missed a week.
I know we didn't miss a week. Let's see.
What show is this?
This is 47. Hold on. Wi-Fi's taking its good old time.
So we missed 5 weeks? No way.
I don't see how.
You sure it was Labor Day we did this? I thought it was later than that.
Hold on. TJ said what's going on? I'm waiting on YouTube. So maybe that's where half of our audience is.
We got 20 people in here.
Okay.
Must have been a leap year.
Might have been.
Ed Zylox's comment is the best. I'll give him that. Ed Zylox, only a year longer than I thought it would last. Yeah, Yeah, we thought so too. Damn it.
Let's see. Episode 1.
With Steve Weller.
Yeah. That is right there. Doesn't tell me the fuck.
Whoa!
Fucking date.
Whoa! Language! Whoa! We ain't making
No,
it.
man, because it's like. It says it's 10 months. So here's this one Talking Shop. Then the next one was from Brandon's Garage. And the next one was on the Halloween thing.
Well, yeah, because remember, we did Facebook for a little while.
Yeah.
We didn't do YouTube all the time. Because you missed a couple.
Yeah, I know. I wonder. But, you know, it's been a freaking year. So.
I don't know.
And with that, that's our last show ever.
Yeah, just letting you know we're done.
Hey, Dave Marr.
I don't know. Did we? I don't know. We didn't miss any weeks. I know that.
No, we didn't. So.
Could you imagine we've been doing this for a year?
Yeah.
You know.
I kind of figured it would.
You
You
know-
have nothing better to do.
I-
Brandon didn't have anything better to do for a while.
So. There,
I'm the only one with better things to do that I make my time to come hang out with you.
there
guys.
is only one person that hasn't missed a show.
You. Yeah. It's that horning immune system. Only taken down by bad Chinese food.
Actually, technically, we missed 1 week. You still were on, but it wasn't a Talking Shop episode. That was the breaking news from the Traxxas Motors. When you guys started, like...
That was still Talking Shop.
Yeah, but it was like an 8:30, not a 30. So
Yeah,
it wasn't...
we were going to miss that week, but we still got on.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
still
technically
Talking
the only
Shop.
one I missed, but it wasn't an actual episode.
No, it was. We made it into an episode, so you missed one now, too.
I don't think so.
So there you go.
Nope.
I vote you missed one.
Nope.
So.
But Little Aaron always makes it. I think that's Little Aaron. I think he's talking about how I used to call it your
Yeah,
water.
what is that?
I think it's the water box. I used to call that. Remember when you were out, I called this Little Aaron?
No, you talked
To the
about
Jell-O?
scaring.
No, that was the other thing.
I thought that was Brandon
No.
when Brandon was out. So.
I haven't missed one. Skunk Boss has not missed one either. That's true.
Yes, Skunk Boss has as much to do as we do.
True. So,
But we appreciate.
what are we
that.
going to do for our 52nd episode?
I don't know, man. It'd probably jump a slash into a barrel. You came up with it earlier. I think that's probably the way to go.
I mean, I think that'd be fun.
All right, we keep trying it. Brandon has one, right?
Yep.
All right, we'll use Brandon's.
We have that horse. You have that horse.
That ain't mine. That's the kids.
He'll be fine. That thing will hold up better than a slash would.
I don't know. We have a slash. I think we should use one of Brandon's cars.
The
Hey, you saw the thing-
nitro. The
Yeah.
nitro would be
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, boom.
We'd have to give it so long to run up. That thing has some issues with getting up to RPMs.
So, I'm gonna see if I can figure it out. I do have a memory was in the air. That's Little Aaron. Yeah, this is Little Aaron.
Okay. I thought he was talking about something else.
Whoa. So, we're gonna have to figure out the guests that we've had.
Guest. We should just bring them all on in one show. I mean, if we actually got Ed would be a good 50-second guest.
I think that's gonna be a recap show
Recap. All
of
right.
all the people we've had on.
I mean, we're at 47 now. Where will that take us? So that'll be 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, October 2nd. So, well, all the points will be settled here.
Brian says, "How about just have a show, and everybody that shows up race that night."
On the show?
I don't know.
Uh,
Valakar wants to do a 1-year anniversary race.
that night when we had the show.
Yeah.
I'm kind of for that. What do you think? You'd be the guy opening the track and getting it ready.
I mean,
It wouldn't really be much of a show, but we could probably do this up in the Chicken Shack
we could.
and just go out and interview drivers and hang out with them. I mean, that would be kind of fun. Or we could bring them in and interview them, so we're kind of held back by cords. So, listen, you guys, if you want to do that, you reach out to us. We want at least 10 reach outs. Well, it sounds like we would.
October 2nd?
Yeah, it'd be Monday, right after all the points are done. So I want to hear interest from at least 10 guys that they would like to do this. I'll put up a poll, but if if you say you're gonna be there, we want you to be there. So we'll have to start the show early. It would be an all-night extravaganza.
I mean, we're gonna have to charge to get in because of power and stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
So I mean, it'll be a $15 entry.
Or
It's
like
9
$10.
points. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to talk to Merkel and see if he's okay with that. So if you guys want to do a race, you can do that. Now, are we going to be able to race this while we have a show?
I don't think so, but we would have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Doing the show or racing?
Both.
Both.
Well, I ain't gonna be able to race.
Ed's smart. He can run things. Keep people entertained.
Is Aaron talking about something else? Pineapple.
What, the reach around?
Yeah.
The reach out?
The Ruin Rally Wagon. I'll down. That would be interesting.
All right. Wait, he can't make a regular show, but he'll come out for that. He can't even make this show, and he's going to come out for that. We said free race, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'll go.
Wait, let's see if he answers me.
Who? Merkel?
Yeah.
All right, so we're getting an official word here. But first, we got to see if these guys really want to do it.
Oh, we'll get people. We'll get 10 people. There's like 10 hornies that would do it.
It's been a while since we had 10 awardees at the track.
True. Merkel might be sleeping.
He might be. I mean, you're disturbing the poor man in his rest.
I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if Merkel rests.
He probably will with this.
I don't know.
He's tired.
Probably.
So I don't know. Ed, would you make it?
On a Monday.
You could just we'll let you crash here. Oh, we won't be racing Tuesday.
No.
But that is the one big problem with doing this show then, is because all the points are ending. Track's going to be down until when? For inside running.
I don't know.
Yeah, so we got to see here. We got to get official confirmation.
I will let you know next week.
Yeah, we'll post a poll, see if you guys actually are interested. But you know.
Slash bowling says Enzylogs.
Yeah. Well, we can bowl out there too.
I mean,
Floor's pretty smooth.
We have done Rocket
RC
League.
car bowling.
We've done Rocket League.
We could do that again.
I mean, I could basically run the whole show at this point. So.
Yeah.
How
are you gonna race?
I don't need to race.
Yeah, you do.
Nah.
I think you need to race.
I think it'd be cool just to go out there and entertain them.
All right. Well, that's you racing them.
No, we're having rules.
No, wait.
No
who
rules.
wants to do?
Brian wants no rules. Yeah, okay.
No.
No, we're having classes. We're doing like a full race.
What's Brian think he has that he can run what you brung?
I don't know. We tried doing it before, remember?
Yeah, come on now.
All right, so
I'm gonna run my 12th turn with a 7 turn. That's no rules. That works. And a 4S.
Go ahead. Because I'm gonna call Mercy and I'm gonna run his X Max.
All right.
Wow! Get out of my way! Boom!
Mercy might come out just.
Put
for
that dot in the middle of the track. I'm jumping your car.
Oh, there will be dots on the track that night.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Dots on the track.
No.
Dots on the track.
No.
Yeah, it's my race. I can call it.
So I think we could do it that night. We should jump to Slash that night then.
Yeah, I mean we could.
We get like fireworks.
If someone has a junk Slash, we'll jump it into a fiery hole.
Or we'll burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
We got junk tires around.
Yeah. But I want to burn somebody else's car. Not mine.
All right, so next week we'll confirm if we're doing a race or not.
Yeah.
1A scale late model. Whatever you want to bring in.
You put the 1/8 scale 8 model on the bull ring, and we will be glad to watch you race.
Well,
you got to have at least three entries.
Wait, I have a question.
3 entries for a class. So bring
I
3
have
of
a
them.
question.
That way, me and you get one.
I have a question.
What?
What if the big track's done?
That ain't gonna be done. You're funny, man.
But okay, what if it is? 1 year anniversary, first race on the big track.